Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Dragon Commander trying to succeed in this final map, which turned out to be a lot more complicated than I perhaps anticipated. Yeah, it's rather more difficult than I expected. Especially with the fast fleets and air units on the enemy disposal. They're very quick and can overwhelm you rather easily if you're not careful. Okay, I don't particularly care for that region for the moment, because I'm not expecting to lose it. I would like to consolidate my power the mainland more before okay, this is a very good card because Devastators are one of the most powerful units. This has 100% entrenchment, which gives it additional units, so maybe I'll dash across the sea here and try to attack this region using my elite. Probably don't need 3 armors here. Maybe I'll move them. Taking this back would be good because it has quite a solid gold income with the gold mine here. Doesn't even have that great defense finally... Okay, I should probably use those discount cards at some point because they're really powerful. But first, maybe I'll have enough to... Okay, 46% isn't much, especially because he can also use those mercenary cards, so I think I will just wait. I can destroy some of his buildings, if only, like in the deeper territories, if only because it will cost him money to rebuild. Fortunately, I can't destroy the war factory, which would be the most ages. Actually didn't want to do that. Okay, I can withdraw that movement. Yeah, it probably would be a lot easier if I actually was able to play the game in real time and, you know, make some actual contribution to the war effort with my dragon form, but as is, I don't really want to... Yeah, that's rather problematic, but still I was...
Commander, the great lizard artist Della Gecko has made us...
we've had this already, so I won't ban
Artists
critical
always
art.
challenge the powers that be, but their provocation can lead to interesting discussions. It gladdens me to know you'll give Della Gecko his moment in the sun.
Disgruntle the Seven, Commander, and they may well take your throne away from you. Be forewarned.
Well done. Della Gecko's new sculpture may portray us as warmongers, but it is a work of genius all the same, and deserves to be exhibited.
Good show. That bally skeleton might well have come after Dwarven art next, for I bet his precious Seven would blush at the sight of the buxom nudes that grace our cities.
Good, good, good. Even though I must say lizard art is a bit boring, imps like performance art with lots and lots of gunpowder.
Okay. Actually, I will play this table discount card. Or maybe the have even better for the aerial. And build units to later assist in clearing the fleet and also like assisting my ground forces from the side. Do I have enough to take this? Like, I'm not sure why it gives me more a chance, because hey, maybe I'll have enough with the mercenaries, although I'm not sure how he's making so many of those units so quickly, especially the fleets and the flying units. They're really annoying because okay, I will. Really frustrating this back and forth. Harry. Can he use the same route? I would rather does not fly over the sea because okay, this should be enough to take this region, provided they give it any reinforcements. Think I have any particularly cool strategy cards. Actually, I can load this up and then make a gold mine here, which would give me +4, and a tavern here because this region is worth only 2. Okay, we'll leave this for the second battle because it seems to be more dire, although I'm a little worried about leaving. Okay, I'll try this and we'll see, but I have a very poor luck, so yeah, it was not the best idea. Especially because this apparently can just take. I've lost all 5 of those ironclads. Maybe I really shouldn't have pissed off the gods if I'm going to rely on auto-resolve. Okay, it's a similar situation as before. I once again am on a good way to lose my capital. You know what, I will just note from the beginning of the chapter again, try to plan my potential a little better.
Commander, a word, quickly. Each you...
Already hear all of that. More of those. What's an Emporium actually? Definitely want a tavern. I'll try this Emporium thing here. Random cards I can buy. Actually, it can be useful, especially in the case of mercenaries, because even though it may be costly, I'm not sure yet, it will be quicker than training new units, and I can use them wherever. So, actually pretty okay with that. I'll play the naval unit out here, because beginning have a rather huge sum of money. I mean, maybe not huge, but substantial. So that'll let me create a decent fleet. Over here, I'll play the aerial units discount. Create a similar squad of actually don't need this factory here. And maybe I can take this Ah, and I could also destroy some of his buildings, because I have a couple of those sabotage cards. I apparently didn't think this through. I don't know if I wasn't looking at the percentage or did it change or something? Maybe it will be enough. So, quite poor luck due to all those decisions. So. Indeed. Oh, it's actually insanely useful because they're quite cheap, these cards. I need some ground units. I need to clear this, or before I can move my transports safely. Don't want to lose them because they are packed. I think I'll send my fleet here because I think, although 4, 6, probably taking this would be better, especially because I have 100% of public support from the Lizardmen, which I think gives you some additional bonuses in Out-Resolve. Yeah, I don't know why it gives me such poor odds. It gave me better ones. That's unfortunate.
I'd like to raise a proposition about education, Commander. Did you know that school children waste precious hours each and every week on religious teachings? What folly! They could be studying science instead. So, let's just scrap that mumbo-gobby-jumbo from the curriculum and teach our children valuable things instead.
Yeah, overall I think I have nothing against teaching religion at school, but I think it should be strictly voluntary and arranged in such a way that if you don't want to participate or don't want your children to participate, they shouldn't be at any disadvantage. For example, in Poland, technically you can opt out of religion lessons, but they are usually in the middle of the day, so you have to sit at school anyway, just waiting because you have a gap hour, so it's rather inconvenient. But overall, I really don't think compulsory religious education is a good thing, because one, not everyone is religious anyway, and two, it's overall not that useful. Let us agree on that. And even if you are religious, I would say it's more of a thing for like your parents and your home life to cultivate those beliefs rather than at school. So of course Yorick will disagree.
You probably expect me to explode with rage about now, Commander, but no. I am calm and content, for I know you have the sapience to cast the imp's ideas into the cesspit, where they belong.
I understand Trinculo's concerns, but to ban religious education outright is a step too far, Commander. One has but to behold the glory of our Green Mother to know divine inspiration sparked her creation.
But it's actually, again, it's inconsistent with the question, because I'm not banning it, I'm just making it so that it's not compulsory at school, so...
No place for faith or tradition whatsoever. What a load of old cobblers. Every dwarf child should know the stories of Hundra Dragonslayer, glory be his hammer, the sagas of Siegfried Wotanson, the World Shaper. It's not because these god heroes lived a long time ago and some of their exploits sound a bit far-fetched that we shouldn't honor their message or merit.
Again, I am not sure what the question exactly entails, because if it wants me to ban religious teachings at school, then I don't want to. I think various churches should be free to offer it, but it should be strictly voluntary.
I quite agree with Trinculo, Commander. We lizards don't put much stock in religion, and the world has no end of trouble with those that do. Let's keep our lessons secular and sensible, for the benefit of us all.
But it sounds like they mean compulsory religious education, so yeah, I will scrap it.
I knew the dragon would hold knowledge in higher regard than esoteric rigmarole. Morning's muskets. The imps salute you, Commander.
A momentous decision, Commander. And quite honestly, one I had not expected. The next generation will see us more professors than priests, and that is a development I applaud with enthusiasm, hope, and gratitude.
If dwarven scripture be banned from the classroom, Commander, you may be certain our children will learn our traditions at home, and doubly so.
And that is a
Bloody
good
imps
idea.
and their rotten science. The pox on them.
If you're going to throw out the baby with the bathwater, Commander, it won't quite benefit from the new curriculum, will it? No, I don't approve of this move at all.
This is impossible. Intolerable. Beyond comprehension. May the seven tear you limb from limb. May they boil you in demons' feces. How will our children learn of morality and compassion when you ban the seven scriptures? May maggots devour you alive.
Well, they can learn that at home. Well, they should. Why can't you... because it's a... Okay, it's a ship, and I'm wondering why can't it travel by land? Actually, I'm going to need a couple of those. Another of those naval discounts, so I guess we'll go. Especially because the map is very heavy with water, so... I didn't want to do that because I want to defeat this. didn't check the aquarium. Okay, nothing interesting this round. Actually, it's probably better to move in contingents of both flying units and navy for the maximum security, because I think flying units have a bonus against transport those safely to the shore, and probably move by land because it's a little safer. Because if my transport ship gets sunk, then pretty much all the units inside die anyway. Okay, this episode has been long enough, so we'll save and see you in the next one. Bye.